Hey everybody, got a few books back from CGC. Got a couple more of the Marvel Team Up 14s that I sent in. I had a few extra copies. I took the two nicest ones. Now, none of them appeared to be as nice as the two that I got 10.0s on, but I think one of them might have an outside chance of maybe 9.9 or something like that. I've got them in here. Those are the only two I haven't looked at. I did look at the other books, which are not my books. The first one was a Amazing Spider-Man number 252. Yeah, this book was a raw 9.0. It had a crunch on the bottom here, and it actually had some foxing as well, minor foxing that I was able to remove. Other than that, I'm hoping for, I believe, 9.4 in this book, but what we got was 9.6, which, we'll take that. I don't think this book ever had a shot at 9.8, so we'll be very happy to get the 9.6 on it. Next one, this one was about a raw 8.5. And it has way too many color breaks on the back here and a few more here to make it a candidate for 9.8. But I do think 9.4 is in the cards, so that's what we're hoping for. And we did get 9.6 on it, which is a little bit better than I had anticipated once again, which is always a good thing. Now, before we get to the Marvel Team Up 14s, I don't have that many today, so this will be a little bit shorter video, but I do have this beautiful Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8 with the beautiful black suit here on the cover. And this one was a raw 8.0. Had large bends through the entire book, especially you could see it on the back. But every single page in the entire book had bends in it, and they were pretty significant. I mean, if you laid the book down, the book sat up about that far off the table. So that was kind of a pain in the butt to get those bends out, but we did it. Perfectly came out. I'm anticipating a very, very great shot at 9.8 on this book, and we did get the 9.8. So mission accomplished on that one. The gentleman actually sent me all 12 of the books in this series, and I submitted 4 or 5. The ones that he wanted to submit the ones that actually had a chance at making a little bit of profit on, so I submitted all of those. I think I'll probably feature those in a future unboxing. This is the one I sent in first, I believe. So, yeah, and they all had that same bend through the entire book. And when he sent it, he said, yeah, these are the owner said, yeah, never read, sat around, bagged and boarded for however long, since 1984, and they were perfect in every way, all the stuff. Of course, I get them in, and they're probably 7.0s raw, if we're lucky. I mean, they might have been 6.0s with these giant bends, which maybe had been there since forever. So, yeah, they were all kind of a pain to get out. But all of the books are done, and all of them had the bends come out. So I'm expecting 9.8 on every single copy that I sent in. Okay, so the first one, actually, I just looked on accident at the grades. I'll just go ahead and show you. I'll try not to look at the other one. The Marvel Team Up 14, we got a 9.8, which is not really disappointing. I mean, there's something like 1,000 copies on the census, and I think something like 700 of them, if I remember correctly, are 9.8. So there's a ton of 9.8s of this book. And so we weren't anticipating getting, a higher grade than 9.8. And generally the one that I put in, I can't remember. I can't remember whether I put the first one in the submission as the lower or the higher grade. I kind of usually will. This is a little tip. If you send more than one copy of the same book, don't just click 8 copies or fill in the little box that says 4 copies. Or, don't tell them how many copies you have and just do a one-line item. I'm not really making myself clear here, so sorry. So when you submit to CGC, you'll submit one book, it'll enter it. You submit the next book, it enters it, and each one is a line item. Well, there's an option. If you have more than one copy of the same book, you can just, fill in a little box that says 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever you want to put in there for however many copies you have. Well, don't do that. What I like to do is shuffle them up. I will put maybe the second one in the submission as Marvel Team Up 14, and with the other copy, I'll put it as number 6 in the submission. I like to have fresh eyes on every book because, especially if they're not all about equal and defects, because what will happen is, invariably, you'll almost always get the same grade on every single one. And, you might have submitted 3 9.6s, 2 9.8s, and 4 9.4s. And you'll get 9.4 or 9.6 on all of them. Very seldom does it work where you get 9.8 on all of them. So don't think you're going to get away with something, because generally I found you get the lower of the grades if you submit. So don't make that mistake. Actually, I don't like to send more than one of the same copy in one submission at all. But if I do, I like to shuffle them up. Like I said, it's because the grader, he might be grading books or she might be grading books, go to lunch, come back, grade more books, yada, yada. And you want fresh eyes on the other copy of the book. That's kind of the long story long right there. So the last one, I'm not trying to look here, that I think has a chance at higher than 9.8. Not holding out hope, because there's quite a few 9.9s, only 4 10s, and I have 2 of them, and a whole slew of 9.8s, a few 9.6s, and I think a couple others, lower grades. But this being a brand new book out, that's what you would expect on the census. I think there's about 1,000 graded copies now. And I think even a 9.9 is only worth a couple hundred, $300 or something at this point. So let's just see. Okay, we did get a 9.9. So we've now got 2 10.0s and a 9.9 of this book. So that's pretty cool. I guess I'll just hang on to this one. Probably. I don't see any reason really to get rid of it or sell it for $300. Maybe in one day it'll be a $600 book. I don't know. But I kind of hoard McFarlane books. And in case you're not familiar, this is, I believe, the first time that McFarlane's drawn Spider-Man in a long time. And the first time he's ever featured Invincible and Spider-Man on a cover. And I don't know that he's ever drawn Invincible at all. So this, I believe, somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, this is the first time he drew Invincible on a cover. And I believe this is, yeah, variant cover D if you're looking to pick this one up. I don't know how many copies they printed. It's probably never going to be a super valuable book, except maybe in the 10.0. Unless a whole slew of those come in. Actually, I already sold one of the copies that I got in for over $2,000, about $2,000. I just throw a price out there. I have no idea. I actually think it might be more like a $3,000 or $4,000 book at this point. I think if you put it in an auction, who knows what it could go for, being one of only 4 out of 1,000 copies. And McFarlane fans are kind of ravenous. I mean, having that beautiful 10.0 on your wall. And also, before I end the video, somebody actually bought a 9.9 signed McFarlane. I believe it was the black cover, which is a lot less rare than this one. I think it sold at auction for $8,000. So this one being a one-of-a-kind, and it being a lot harder to get the polybag edition, the purple webs, I guessed when this book was graded, got 9.9 with a signature, I was guessing this was going to be a $10,000 book. And now I think it is a $10,000 book based on that last sale. And I don't think I'll ever be interested in selling this, but if somebody has 10 grand they want to put toward that book, I mean, I probably would sell it for that, but it's probably going to take that much for me to be pried out of my hands, because it's a one-of-a-kind. Purple webs, I think there's only 2 other purple webs 9.9s, maybe 3. And this is the only signed one in existence. And it might, who knows how long it will be the only signed one in existence. It might be forever. Who knows? So I like one-of-a-kinds. They're really cool. It's kind of one of my favorite things. Like this, you know, I think I've already told you about the ASM 238 Canadian 9.8. It's one of only 17 copies. There's something like 800 normal priced variants, I guess, American price variants, whatever, but Canadians, there's only 17, and I really like that. That's why I kind of held on to that issue. So that's it for today. Stay nerdy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.